Hey there, and welcome to the Dave Does channel. And today I'm going to be checking out the recent video that came out, or semi-recent video that came out by the band Terrorvision. The song's called Lucifer. This is a band I know reasonably well, not personally, but from the point of musical review point of view. We've got all the albums that they put out over the years. We're kind of a real pushed band in the early 90s when you looked at things like songs like Alice What's the Matter, Oblivion, My House, Middleman, Josephine, etc. Obviously had a big hit with the song Tequila, but that also was probably part of their downfall because they were a band that were never really taken very seriously for their musical art, and then got kind of pushed aside when new metal, etc., and all that lot kind of came around and never really found their way back to mainstream success. So it's a band I've got a lot of affection for, and yeah, I'm looking forward to checking the song out. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, so yeah, this will be a first time going through it. Let's do it. So I'm going to talk if there's bits and bobs I want to kind of look at.
Lucifer, you think I'm terrified? I'm down a hill and up the other side.
There's something about Terrorvision songs that are instantly recognisable as Terrorvision.
Fortune teller, she could read my palm. Said, are you sitting comfy? Are you feeling calm?
Kind of classic hard rock kind of swagger, but there's almost a sort of a slight simplicity to their stuff. It's just sort of a bit of a swagger, which is actually planned rather than just not putting the work in. It's intentionally to sound like what they're doing. Almost like these dragged out words like here. The thing is, if you'd put this out on like one of their 1990s albums, it wouldn't sound out of place. Just no one's paying attention to the devil in the bar. The devil. Where the hell's that? I don't know where that bar was. Everyone wants to dance with the devil. Come on, you're the devil. I wonder if people in the bar were told about who he was, or if that was just a case they just went out one night and it was like, I'm gonna walk around the pub and people are looking around and like, hey, you look amazing, you look like the devil, man, this is crazy. That's just what I think more is the case. I just love how like there's a guy dressed up like the devil walking around the bar and no one's just like, nah, only in the UK.
You think I'm
terrified?
I'm down a hill and up the other side. Lucifer, you think I'm terrified? I'm down a hill and up the other side.
Classic hard rock from our boys in Terrorvision. He's sleeping at a bus stop by the looks of it. The joy of a late night and a waking up at a bus stop somewhere. Yeah, we've all been there. Depends on how hungover you were. Or how drunk you were in the first place would be probably more the point. Okay, there we go. So that was Terrorvision and Lucifer. I mean, it sounds very much just like any other Terrorvision song. Now, that's not always a bad thing to show zero kind of progression as a band over 30 years. A lot of people like, a lot of people like it when a band is instantly recognisable. Like, you could take the song off the latest album, go back to their very first album, put it on and go, it would have fitted amongst it. It means that the band, right within a kind of sort of style, that's what they do, that's what they put out. They know that's what the fans are going to be looking for, so they know it's instantly recognisable. You put it out there and it's gonna, people will go, oh, that's Terrorvision. And then you get the other people who are going to go be like, well, they're just rehashing the same old things. I mean, talk about Iron Maiden. That's a great example of a band that just kind of rehashes. And the problem with that is that there's only so many ideas. But also, if you went into such a dynamic, different change in a band and went in such a different direction to what you've done previously, you're going to lose people on the way. And that could be the case. Now, with Terrorvision's case, they've dropped out of, for almost 20 odd years, out of the limelight of anyone's attention. So apart from their die-hard fans, which are going to love it, you've got to think about any time you're putting out something new, if you are not being up there as far as in the mainstream attention. And obviously, as it's a business, it's a way of working, you've got to earn money. What you're looking to do is sell merch effectively and play to the largest audiences. So the bigger the audience you can play to, the more money you can potentially return through your ticket sales, because that's the only real way of doing it. You're not going to make anything on streaming, not really, not unless you're one of these big people like Metallica's and Taylor Swift and etc. So you're not going to make any money there. You've got a costly outlay for your album and all that sort of stuff. You've got the costly outlay of going out on the road, so you don't want to be out on the road. Well, some people would love to be out on the road all the time. Most people in these sort of bands like Terrorvision probably will have secondary jobs, or they will actually, this will be the secondary job being in the band, with the idea that they'll put something out and then they'll try to do a series of mini tours, take time off work to do that, and then obviously focus on the job, which is pay the bills, which is such a shame for musicians because it's the way that the music business has gone. I mean, if we look at, it was something we were discussing over on the ADK channel the other day, and it was, we talk about inflation, we talk about how the prices have changed. But if you went back 20 odd years ago, back to the early 2000s, a pint of beer or lager here in the UK, it would be £1.50, £1.80. It's in London even, and you're now talking about sort of £5-6. But the ticket price to go and watch a local band or a group of local bands on a night was £5. Now the ticket price to go and watch the local bands now is £5. So ticket prices haven't gone up. Not in the local scene. In the big band stuff, yes, but even ticket prices haven't gone up with inflation. So promoters, and as a promoter on the ADK channel, we've noticed that it's very, very tough. We lose money on all our shows, but we do it because we want to put bands out there. We want to put on some shows. We want to try and get a good night out for the bands, but we can't pay bands because there's no one coming out to watch bands. And we could spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds promoting them, but it's still not going to get them people through the door if people aren't wanting to come out and spend money on a gig. So, and that's the problem with Terrorvision they've got now. Is like they either need a huge resurgence of an old classic track that's going to get them in the limelight. And the problem I actually think is something like Tequila is going to be the Achilles for them, because yes, it got them loads of attention. If you played that song Tequila, everyone will know it. People will be singing it, etc. But they'll then just think it's a joke band. They won't think about how Oblivion and Alice, What's the Matter, What Makes Us Tick, amazing. I mean, How to Make Friends and Influence People is a great album. But the people will not see that. They'll just see Tequila. I mean, I love the song Josephine. It's loads of humour, but it's a greatly well-written song. With a great tale behind it. So and that's what I'd like to see. The video for this one, though, I should talk about the video, Lucifer. Yeah, it was a fun video. So they've obviously gone out and just got the guy dressed up and then just gone out in the town and just planned the route and then filmed it, cut out bits they didn't want to use, but just had a great idea of it. I'm not sure actually watching that with the lyrics, what the actual video's got to do with the lyrics, although I probably need the lyric sheets in front of me. I was just trying to pull it apart a little bit, but I'm not too sure. But it was a good video. I liked it. It was fun. And was probably relatively inexpensive to actually shoot that video, which is what bands have to do nowadays. So there we go, Terrorvision and Lucifer. Now, if you enjoyed the video today, please do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the video sometime very soon. Take care.